Wonder Woman Review Roundup, Gal Gadot wins over the critics. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman has lassoed in the critics. A majority of them, anyway. Most of them seem to love the new superhero film. Wonder Woman is the first to feature the DC Comics and feminist icon as a main character on the big screen. This marks the most prominent role for Gadot, a Fast and Furious star and Israeli actress, who introduced Wonder Woman in last year's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. She is joined by stars such as Chris Pine, who plays her love interest, and Robin Wright, who plays her aunt and fellow Royal Amazon warrior. The film, directed by Patty Jenkins, sees Wonder Woman, aka Diana Prince, leave her home for the first time to seek to destroy Ares, the Greek god of war, and end World War I. She discovers her true powers in the process. Wonder Woman has been certified fresh at Rotten Tomatoes, as 93% of critics have given the movie a positive review. The most successful DC film, The Dark Knight, received a 94% score. Here's what some critics have said about Wonder Woman, which was released Friday. 1. The Chicago Tribune's Michael Phillips gives the film 3.5 out of 4 stars. He writes that Wonder Woman is serious fun guided by a sincere belief in the superheroine created in 1941 by William Moulton Marston, he says. For the first time in a long time, I came out of a DC comic book movie feeling ready for a sequel, he adds. 2. Screen Rant's Molly Freeman gives the film 4 out of 5 stars. All in all, Wonder Woman is a cohesive and gripping comic book adapted origin story that gives the most famous female superhero a live-action entry worthy of the character's legacy, she writes. There are weak spots in those brief moments of impossible-to-miss CG and Ares character development, but even with those flaws, Wonder Woman is exceptionally strong. Arriving at the time it does, Wonder Woman faces immense pressure both within the context of the DC and, to a larger extent, Hollywood as a whole. But Gadot and Jenkins rise above expectations to deliver an incredibly exciting and inspiring movie. 3. Real View's James Berardinelli gives Wonder Woman 3.5 out of 4 stars. It wouldn't be much of a stretch to argue that Wonder Woman is the best straightforward comic book-inspired movie since Christopher Nolan was making his Batman films, he writes. The filmmakers have learned from the failings of their immediate predecessors when it comes to tone and style, he says. In many ways, this feels more like a Marvel movie than a DC one, at least if one goes by the recent DC roster. The darkness inherited from Christopher Nolan remains, but it's lightened by humor and a flirtatious romantic element. This is the first recent DC movie to get it right, he adds. It also achieves the difficult goal of building its spectacle to an emotionally charged climax, rather than one that is merely visually satisfying. The creative team wasn't content with the business-as-usual approach of most comic book-inspired movies, and it shows in the final product. 4. Collider's Matt Goldberg gives Wonder Woman a B+ score. The action is thrilling, and Gadot sells all of it, he writes. But anyone can do action these days, and what makes Wonder Woman stand apart is its focus on character and setting. Wonder Woman may not challenge the tropes of the superhero movie, but it still questions the nature of heroism and what it means to help people even in the darkest of times, he adds. While I hesitate to say that Wonder Woman is the way forward for the DC as a whole, especially since other characters have their own personalities and challenges, as her first live-action solo film, it's a rousing success. It establishes Wonder Woman not just as a piece of the Justice League or another part of the DC. It shows Wonder Woman as a hero worth fighting for, and one who will likely serve as an inspiration for a new generation of fans. That's wonderful. 5. Schmoes Notes Christian Harloff gives Wonder Woman 4.4 out of 5 schmoes, while co-star Mark Ellis gives the film 4.5 out of 5 schmoes. They knocked this baby so far out of the park, Ellis says. It's the best DC film I've seen since The Dark Knight. Harloff agrees. It's a nice origin story, it's got a lot of humor, he says. Gal Gadot crushes it. She really does.